Do you always have high cravings for pizza? How about you make your own homemade pizza? And you know what? It costs less, and that way you also know what goes in. And trust me, you would always want to make your own homemade pizza after watching this video. Happy cooking and a warm aquaba to my channel. Guys, in today's video I am sharing with you my homemade pizza recipe. Yes, we are doing everything from scratch. Dough from scratch, sauce from scratch, and the bacon from scratch. So follow me and let's do this. But before you do, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and don't forget to turn on your post notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. Alright, now let's move straight into today's recipe. Do enjoy. For my ingredients, I have flour, sugar, salt, yeast, oil, tomatoes, onions, green pepper, dried oregano, dried basil leaves, garlic, ginger, mozzarella cheese, I'm using the incase brand, my pepperoni, and some extra powdered onion, garlic, and ginger. I am using Onga 3 mix. So let us start with the pizza dough. I will start by putting my flour in a clean bowl. I'll add my yeast, my salt, and my sugar, and stir well for everything to combine before I add my water to form a dough. Now, in adding the water, you have to do it very gradual so that you don't overdo your water, okay? So add your water in bits, and when you get the perfect dough, then you stop. Once the dough begins to form, I'll add a tablespoon of oil and mix again. At this point, I will dust my working surface with the flour and knead my dough on it. So in doing this, you don't have to overwork your dough, okay? Just a little knead and then you'll be just fine. Once it is done, I'll grease a clean bowl with a tablespoon of oil before I transfer my dough into it. After the dough goes in, I'll add just a half tablespoon of oil on top of the dough and cover it and set it in my sun or a warm place to rise. Now, whilst that is resting, let us go ahead and prepare the pizza sauce, okay? We are doing everything from scratch. So I will make 4 marks on my tomatoes, and this is just to help me peel off the skin once it boils, alright? Guys, note that you don't want to overcook this, okay? You just want it to be a little soft so that you can peel off the skin of the tomatoes. So once the tomatoes get on fire, I'll go ahead and slice my vegetables. Guys, I'll leave a detailed description of all the ingredients in the description box, so do check it out, alright? Right after slicing the vegetables, I'll go ahead and peel off the skin of my tomatoes and blend. Fast forward, I'll go ahead and grate my cheese, and when I get tired, it is my kitchen, it is my pizza. So I will slice some as well as I go, and when that is also done, I will set it aside and move on. So it is now time to slice our sausages, okay? And with this, you can use any protein that you want, okay? You can use chicken, gizzard, meat or whatever protein that you want. But this is pepperoni pizza, so I am using my sausages. And guys, you realize that these type of sausages usually have some tiny rubber on it, so I will take it off. Alright, we want to enjoy pizza, we don't want to chew gum or any rubber. It is not harmful anyway, but I choose to just take it off. And once I am done slicing it, I'll go ahead and saute it for about just 2 minutes, okay? You don't want to overdo this because you are going to bake it anyway, alright? So I'll give that a quick sauteed, and this should be done on medium heat. Not very high heat, just medium, and you'll be fine. At this point, I will transfer it to a bowl and start with my pizza sauce. So with that, I am using 2 tablespoons of oil, after which I'll grate just 1 garlic and a small amount of ginger. Guys, if you haven't tried ginger and garlic in your pizza, please give it a try because it gives it a very nice taste. Alright, this is homemade pizza, so you want everything good inside. I'll let it be on fire for just about 30 seconds to 1 minute and put in my blended tomatoes. Once the tomatoes go in, I will stir it and leave it on fire to do its own thing. At this point, I'll go ahead and add my spices. So I'll start by adding my oregano, my basil leaves, and my Onga 3 mix. Once it goes in, I will stir it and taste to check my salt and everything. So after tasting, I realized that I needed to correct it with just a little amount of salt. So I'll go ahead and sprinkle just a pinch of salt on it and give it one final stir before we set it aside. So I'll set it aside and check on my dough. And look at that! Look at how beautifully the dough has risen. So like we did with the first one, I will dust a good amount of flour on my working surface or my chopping board and transfer my pizza dough onto it, alright? Now when it gets to the chopping board, I will sprinkle some flour on it again and use my rolling pin to roll it into that round shape that I want. And guys, before I transfer it to my pizza pan or tray, I will grease it with a little amount of oil so that my pizza doesn't burn. So I will gently and carefully transfer my pizza dough onto my pan and shape it up with my hands, alright? And once I get a perfect shape, I will transfer my pizza sauce onto the dough and spread it across. Meanwhile, my oven is heating up to receive the pizza. So I will spread the sauce, add my cheese and my sausages. I'll arrange the sausages beautifully on it and add my vegetables. After the vegetables, then I'll add more cheese, okay? Because I want this to be cheesy, so I'll add more cheese to decorate it before I take it to my oven to bake. Guys, note again that this is baking on medium-low heat. And now, let us check on it. Can you see that? This has baked very beautifully and very evenly. So I'll go ahead and slice it. Wow, doesn't this look easy? Doesn't it look appetizing and inviting? Come on, give it a try at home because you can make your own homemade pizza, and with that, you know what goes in, and you can load it with whatever cheese or whatever protein that you want. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, and let me know the next recipe that you would want to see on this channel. Until you see me in another one, stay safe, enjoy your cooking, and explore with me. Once again, welcome to a Gianni Perfie Macramo.